Yep, Sunday morning. You can see we have grown a trailer. Got a bunch of stuff and it's time to head home. So, let's get us on the road. Well, we officially have the Denver metro area is back behind us. We're headed north. And so far, so good. You can feel the load a little bit in the Durango, you know, with the little trailer. Not that it's losing a lot of speed, but it is working a little harder. Something I found out interesting, which had been acting up ever since we put the trailer lights in. I hooked up the U-Haul trailer, now it's working again, so at least I got the gauge back for the second half of this trip. So that'll help me keep an idea of what kind of fuel economy I'll be getting on this. The one thing about Chrysler automatics is you do have to take them out of overdrive when you're towing, and I do have it out of overdrive. So we're going to run our 55 thing. That's all the U-Haul trailer's rated for anyway, so that works well with my driving style. And we're going to keep heading north. See, it's a little cloudy. I don't mind that too much. Just hope she stays dry otherwise. So, continue to head north and we'll see you further down the road. We are officially out of the urban corridor now in the Denver metro area, up north of Fort Collins. And still a little bit south of the Wyoming border. Had a little spitting of snow here just a little bit ago, but not even enough to matter. Still keep carrying on and averaging a surprising 18 miles to the gallon. The tank's not going to show that high. We'll take it. So just keep on carrying north, get up into Wyoming, and hopefully we'll make it home. If that says 7:30, hopefully by about 9:30, maybe quarter to 10. That'd be great. We'll see what happens. But we keep heading north and get ourselves home tonight. So we'll see you in the Wyoming side. We have some unique rock features around here. Just south of the Wyoming state line. We are at the state line. We are officially done with the state of Colorado. Now entering into Wyoming. So one state down. This will be the big one of the drive. We got to go through the entire length of it north-south. Then we'll go through Montana and then on into the house. You can see it's a little wetter up here. It's been kind of spitting snow off and on. It's flurrying a little bit right now. But so long as this is the worst it gets, I'll be happy. It looks to me like it'll be lightening up because it looks like it lightens up there in the horizon. So we keep on going. We'll be looking for a place to pull off here pretty quick, make a quick stop. So we'll catch you on down the road. Well, here we are passing through Cheyenne, headed north. Got my little pit stop done. Got Warren Air Force Base there off to the left. Gonna keep on cruising. Hopefully we can get through Wyoming in as quick and inconsistent of a fashion as possible. Keep on cruising. We'll see ourselves in Douglas. So see you down the road. Dropping into a little, I guess, a broad valley headed north. about 40 miles outside of Douglas. There's a little bit of more interesting terrain here to look at as we head north. So far we're still on par to get home a little bit before 10 o'clock tonight, so I can gather up enough extra time. I should hopefully be able to stop and grab my dog before going back to the house. So we'll see how the day progresses. GPS says 8:06. We're not going to make that time because it wants to go 75, which I'm not going to do. But so far so good. We seem to continue to run ahead on the gas mileage. I don't know if that's showing up or not. We're doing pretty good there. No complaints. The trailer back behind us. Truck is doing real good thus far. Oh, one thing I did have to do was replace the line pressure sensor for the power steering pump while I was in Colorado yesterday. And a $24 part after tax, not bad. And the light's staying off. I'm not leaking power steering fluid anymore, so that little problem's fixed, and we can not worry. Hopefully, won't have any more little glitches pop up. So for now, we'll just enjoy this little bit of scenery, and then continue on down the road. We are running just south of Douglas. My exit's coming up here in about a half a mile. And this is going to end the interstate part of this drive. We're going to get back on the
After one half mile,
two-lane road.
Take the exit right, 135 towards Douglas.
Even though I'm running only just under a half a tank of gas, I'm going to go ahead and stop and get gas here because it's a pretty long stretch between here and Gillette. So we make a fuel stop here, combine that with a restroom break, and we'll continue on down the road and up towards the Montana line. So we'll see you on the other side of town. Well, back on the road, we're now north of Douglas, headed straight up to Gillette, about 106 miles out of that town. Got the truck full of gas now, and believe it or not, I actually logged 19.1 while towing that trailer. I know it's not a big one, but I was expecting a bigger hit than that. I certainly won't complain. And everything's good. The power steering problem is, I think, is comfortably resolved because I checked the fluid level when I stopped and it was still full. No check engine lights are back and everything's good. So we'll keep on heading homeward bound up this road and get ourselves towards Gillette. And we'll see you down the road. Well, we are now more than a little more than halfway to Gillette. You can see, just like when we came the other way, a whole lot of nothing out here, enjoying a stretchy downhill to get my mileage numbers up a little more. Everything continues to be running good. All the gauges are where they belong. And this thing continues to cruise right along. It's proven to be a pretty solid vehicle to, as far as a secondary vehicle and for doing this kind of work. So can't really say they have any complaints about this old Dodge. We're going to continue on heading up here towards Gillette and get ourselves home. We're kind of still looking at about 10 minutes to 10 before I get home. Got one more fuel stop. I'm saying that'll be in Miles City, Montana. And from there it'll be the final hop over back to Williston. So we continue to head generally north, and the weather, as you can see, continues to hold well. Nice and cool outside, but otherwise sunny. So we'll keep putting the miles behind us and see you further down the road. Well, here we are. We're actually just north of Gillette. I made a little stop while I was there and grabbed a bite to eat, and I ate going through town, so I didn't get any video driving through it. But we continue to head north. We're basically halfway home. Continue to motor along here. About another hour left in Wyoming, and then we'll be done with it. And then all that'll be left will be pushing through Montana and back into North Dakota, and I can call it a day. Looks like we're still pretty much on cue for about a 10 o'clock arrival. Hopefully we can pick some of that back up. We have one more gas stop to make, so we'll keep on going, and we will see you a little further down the road. Well, here we are. There's no real sign, but we are now in the state of Montana. The little green sign for Wyoming was facing the other direction. It's it. So we are in the middle of nowhere. Got Wyoming done and over my shoulder. So we gotta get. All we have to do now is continue on to Miles City. It's going to be a fuel stop, and continue on home. 34 miles will be in a town called Broadus, so we will see you further down the road. distance there. That's going to be the town of Williston, Montana. We have to make a left-hand turn there and then continue to head on north towards Miles City. We've got about another 50 miles or so, I think, of 59, and we'll do another gas stop and be the final jump towards the house. We're down to about 250 miles left to go, so we're getting closer. We'll see you down the road. Well, this is definitely a sign that we are getting closer to home, seeing the snow on the ground. Definitely means we have traveled quite a ways further north and got a little more to go. 226 miles from home, about 4.5 hours. So we're getting there, getting closer. They're still looking like kind of a 10 o'clock or so type of arrival. Oh well, we would like to have gotten there a bit earlier, but that's okay. We're doing fine. Just look at a good night's sleep. So we'll keep on moving forward. And see you down the road. Well, we have pulled out of Miles City, Montana. Stopped, got gas, drained myself, and got some water. That's our final fuel stop. I'm 167 miles out of town here. So as you can see, we got a little bit of interstate. That's where we peel off in about 68 miles back on the 2 lanes. And then that next little stretch of road there out by Savage. But hey, other than that, we're clear sailing all the way in. This vehicle has been performing flawlessly for the drive home, knock on wood. I'm still on tap to be home by around 10-ish, give or take, and we're all looking good. So we will see you down the road. cruising through Glendive, Montana, or around the outskirts of it. We just peeled off the interstate back on the 2-lane road, which is where we now stay all the way into
Follow
Williston.
Highway 16 for 51 miles.
We're now less than 100 miles out, which is less than 2, which would be right about 2 hours for me. Looking like being into Williston about 10 minutes to 10. So not too bad. Doing all right. Getting on that home stretch here, so we will cruise on, keep on cruising and get ourselves down the road. So we'll see you when we get over to the the Williston side. Officially made it to the bad road. About 4 miles of this to go. We'll be able to pick it back up and get going again. It'll be nice when they get this finished. Well, we are officially back in North Dakota. Unfortunately, passing the state line, the camera didn't take the press of the record, so we missed the state line. Oh well. At any rate, we're a little over 30 miles away from home, just about there, and we're going to pick up the dog and get headed the rest of the way home. So we will see you down the road. Well, we are here in Williston. Just picked up the dog. Can't really take a picture of him in here.
Street. Then take
and now it's time to get the last 2 miles to the house and end this trip. So I got to get up in the morning and go to work. Well, we are here back in the old neighborhood. Getting myself worked around the block here so I can get this trailer herded into the driveways. So at this point, we will say that I am home. I'm glad for it. It's been a long day today.
After 1/4 mile,
So
you have
until
reached your
next time, we
destination.
will see y'all later.